Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. My name's Eric and I'm a Filipino. I've been out for like 5 years. I live overseas already. I'm a travel vlogger, and this time we're going to be exploring Green Hills, which is a really popular shopping district here in the Philippines. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, so that you can see more videos like this. We're going to be here for a couple of hours. I need to look for some electronics for my Mac, for a charger because it broke down. Since it's a really popular spot for Filipinos and foreigners alike, I might as well make a day out of it, make a video out of it, even if it's going to be a short one, so that I could show you what the fuss is all about, why visitors go here, why tourists go here, and why it's really popular. Perfect spot for shopping actually. Here in Green Hills, you could find anything, everything under the sun at lower prices if you know how to haggle. That's the key. If you don't know how to haggle, they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna take advantage of you. But if you do, then you might get some really good finds. Here, the key is bargaining, because if you don't bargain, then you're not gonna get anything good. Here, you gotta make sure you ask around several times, if not like 5-6 times for the same item. There's like thousands of stalls here. What you could do is like shop around first and make sure you ask for the last price. That's the key word whenever you're trying to bargain. Last price, last price, last price. Just like within informal stores, you gotta be buyer beware, because they do sell goods that are cheap, but many of them are like replacement or alternative. Many of the things they sell here are either second-hand, used, and not really the original ones. You just gotta make sure it checks out, that it's not a lemon, and it's not gonna die on you in a couple of days. They do give a limited warranty. You gotta insist on that. It's about 30 days, wherein you can come back with your receipt and with a thing like in place and not too used up, not too beaten up. They're gonna replace it for you if it doesn't work. And here you have like different sections. You have like clothing, toys, bags, jeans, technology. You have like for everything. One pro tip if you want to save a lot of money is bring somebody who knows the local language, which is Tagalog. Because unfortunately, just like in any other countries, when they see that you're not from here, they assume that you have a bigger or better economic capacity. So they try to milk the most out of you. You would get much higher prices compared to a Filipino if they were to shop here. So what you can do is bring a local, make sure they ask up front, try and hang back so that they don't see that you're the one who's actually gonna pay for the item. That works for my friends who are not from here, because the people who sell assume that it's a Filipino who's gonna buy, so they don't mark the prices up too much. I mean, I can attest to that. They only accept pesos here. There's lots of money changers. That's a good thing on different floors. So make sure you compare it online to see if there are good rates or they're scamming the hell out of you, because there are outlets like that. To the money changer I trust, to the ones I go, they give me a really good rate. Your dollar, your euro can go a long way here. And they open at 10 in the morning. Last year, I tried going here like to be really early so that I can beat everybody. I ended up being here at around 9 and I had to wait like an hour. That's the only time they have, like 10 a.m. until I'm really not sure until what time, but it's best to go here earlier so that you can avoid the crowds. And people who sell are more, let's say, willing to give you lower prices to start, especially if it's their first item for the day. Here you can find like really good knockoffs that you can't really tell from the real thing. And they look so good, cheaper prices because they're fakes and knockoffs. But you know, nobody can tell the difference. And since lots of tourists go here, there's also many items for souvenirs, many items that are Philippine made for decorations or for giving away. Since you're going to be going home soon anyway, so you might as well check out the souvenir items from the Philippines. So I just did my shopping. I shopped for a charger here in the technology side of things, and I paid for about 1,600 pesos. I haggled it down because that's the key. You gotta haggle. You gotta be asking what's the final price. If you say that, then that means you're serious about what you're looking for. Initially, I found the same item for about 2,500 pesos, but since I was looking around, I was shopping around, then I was able to bring it down to about 1,600. Keep looking and ask for the final price. If you just want to be shopping, you can easily spend a good day here, like an entire day, if you have the budget for it, or if you want to be just checking things out. You can also sell stuff here. They're known for buying sometimes even stolen items, so that's a bit on the lowdown. If you have something you want to get rid of, you want to sell, you can have different people look at it here, and they're going to give you different prices, and then you just pick the ones that are best for you. Now, unfortunately, the dark side to that is that whenever you have anything stolen, like on the streets, it usually ends up here because they're pretty lenient or lax about buying stuff. When somebody sells something, they don't usually ask where it comes from. The running joke is if you have something stolen in the street, you just go here and eventually you're gonna find it. It's kind of like the black market for stolen goods. There's people buying secondhand stuff. That includes me. Apart from buying and selling, you can also have your things repaired. They have a lot of stalls for that, as you can see as I'm talking here, the ones on the right. Here you have toys everywhere too. So if you have kids with you, then they're not gonna get bored. Well, they're gonna get bored until you get to the sections that sell toys. Once you go hungry and tired from shopping, we have like food courts and food stalls as well. You can get something super cheap. You can get something heavier even, and the prices here are not too expensive. And weirdly enough, there's also space for a chapel, so that during Sundays and other special days, you would see a congregation here, like a worship service. And there's like spaces for plants too. I didn't know that. Here in Green Hills, it involves like several structures, several buildings. Like right now, we're in a mall type area, but it's still Green Hills. But expect that prices here could be a little bit more expensive than in the stalls that are more informal. Take your time, make sure you dedicate like at least half a day, because for you to have like really good bargains, you need to go to the informal spots. And the more formal spots, like in the small setup here, like this nicer mall court, you have hardware stores, you have shoe stores, you have like jewelry stores, stores for watches, stores for home. You could also find your things here in the more formal setup. The other good thing about Green Hills is it's like perfectly accessible. It's really centrally located, whether you're coming from the north or south of Metro Manila. If you're gonna use a train just like I am, you just gotta get off in a station called Santolan, Annapolis. From here, you just take a jeepney, and from the jeepney, it's about 10-15 minutes, and then you're there in Green Hills, in the shopping district. It's super easy to find. And make sure you ask some locals with some tips on where to go, and how to haggle, and which shop to avoid, and what things not to do while in Green Hills. That's pretty much it for this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We have lots of useful videos, whether it's here in the Philippines, in Latin America, or other parts of the world. Look us up in our other social media channels, just like Instagram and Facebook. We post real-time stories about our travels. Let me know in the comments which places in the Philippines you want me to explore. Go ahead and like this video and share it for somebody who can find this useful. Thanks, and see you again in another video. Bye! Fast forward a couple of months, came back to the Philippines, and I came back to Green Hills as well, because whenever I have a need for a gear, I go here. I bought a couple of things. One, I bought a lens. That cost me 5,000 pesos. That's less than $100. And I also got myself a tripod.